It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I am all out of gum.
How dare you!
Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. And so we are back again, and what we are going to be trying to do is very simple actually. We're just gonna grind as many units as we can, because now, after having 10,000 units, looking at my measly 1,400 units, I feel quite poor. I feel quite poor. I know that I'm actually quite stacked on, you know, materials and resources and things like that, but you do want some of them units. What's up, Growler? What's up, QX? All right, 6 more parts to go. Nice, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Very good job. What's up, Terry? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Terry. Up the bunch. Need to get all of the units back, which means we need to get as many points here as we humanly can. So I want to get as close as I can to 4.4. Post my rank force in mod chat. I think I saw them. You got APOC, Herc, and Doom, right? Wait. Still got reverse? Yeah, Ultron still gets reverse controls. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Emma is a toast. What's up, DF Wonkerman? How are you doing? Don't you watch F1? I do not watch F1. I do not watch F1. I actually have 70 energy. I might as well quickly use that energy up before we do anything else. What's up, PP? How are you doing? How are you doing, PP? Let's use energy here. Or just quickly here, because it's going to be quicker here. Fine. We are fine. So now we wait for the new content. Well, we wait for Battlegrounds, is what we're waiting for. Battlegrounds coming in a week or a bit. As you survive huge blast, and you'll be able to breathe since all the oxygen will be used. Okay. Can you imagine that? Sucks. Throw that thorax up to my car. Yeah, it did sting a bit. It did sting a bit. Look at that beast. Okay, Dual 6 next new offer comments. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. That's my comment. Hopefully, we'll get initial clear 7.4 today. Sadly, do not have iHulk. Cheese that path. You don't need iHulk. In that video, I specifically said you don't need iHulk. You can do it with Hulkbuster, you can do it with Ultron, you can do it with any champion that has guaranteed stuns on level 1s or 2s. You just need to change up a bit how you do the combos. But you can stun lock that lane with anyone. Starting at Spider-Man, Hulkbuster, Gambit, Ultron. Whole bunch of champions. Whole bunch of champions. Oh, hello, first world problem. What's your problem, Easy? What's up, Ola? Exploring Kang right now. 4 more parts. Nice, congratulations. Is my Omega Sentinel an amazing champion? Looks like Omega Sentinel is a good champion, but I have never played a single fight with Omega Sentinel, so I can't be sure. But looks good. Hopefully we'll get initial clear 7.4 today. There you go. Imagine survive. Okay. Exploring 7.4. Nice. Very good job, DF. Very good job. Just finished 7.4 and popped my next Spidey 2099 CGR. I'd personally probably pick CGR. I think I'd pick CGR. Just me. Just me, though. And online classes are trash. I agree. I'm happy I haven't had to take them. There we go. Let's get all of them. Juicy units. I'm slowly exploring these as well. I'm probably not gonna have enough time for the final lowest difficulty, but I think I can finish this one up. Only have basically 2 and a bit quests left. And I still have, what, over a week? Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Zombie were sent to heaven. I could use, yeah, those in the end, you know, I think I got more energy than I used in Battlegrounds as well, because I couldn't find matches in like last 3 or 4 days. But energy refills haven't been the problem recently, because you know, that completion offer had energy refills, and we had that energy daily card that I snagged as well. Keep building my Master Carry defense, and for people like, well, do your best job, Wall. Do your best job. The rank 4 Nim Nims though? Oh yeah, the rank 4 Nim Nim is quite happy time. Do you think Stunlock is not healthy in the MCOC game? I do think so, yes. I do think, you know, you can have it, but I do think like Act 7 in general has far too much. You can literally Stunlock, I think, at least 4 quests, if not 5. Stunlock 746, let's get you Kang with 500 combo. Should be fun. That also sounds quite fun, yes. That does sound quite fun indeed. Oh yeah, you can use A-gun for that Stunlock cheat. One of my professors marked me as absent for no reason since below 75. Has now no contact. What? Well, that sucks, man. That sucks. Okay, so we're fine. Just gonna do this, leave it. Look at that, I only have 5 energy refills stuck up now. Hey KT in chat, I'm still going for the 6-star Nimrod. Congrats on ranking yours at rank 4. Thanks, Devastator. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get back to the arena. But yeah, I do think that Stunlock is not necessarily the best thing. But then again, here and there, you know, if it's fairly occasionally, it's not that bad. I think it's far too much in Act 7 though. Alright, let's deal with that magic. You think you're so fancy with your limbos? I don't even care. I don't even care. Magics can be sometimes so annoying still. My ally might laugh at me for picking Nimrod over Ghost. Let them. Who cares? Let them. I'm sure a lot of people are shaking their heads as should never have ranked up. Or Ragnarok, for instance. You know, those are your decisions. Right or wrong, they belong to you. Don't let laughter from others change that. Which arena is better in terms of efficiency? The key is to do all arenas but the initial milestones. The initial milestones are always easier and quicker to get because they require less points. So if you want to be the most efficient, you want to use 6 stars like in the top arena, 5 stars in that one, 4 stars in the Summoner Trials. And you want to basically snag like 3, 4, 5 milestones from the bottom in each arena. That's the quickest and most efficient thing to do. I haven't played MCOC in 2 weeks. My RNG has been too bad. Well, there's a ton of things happening right now. You picked the wrong time to stop. Still not sure who my first rank 4 should be, Malgod and Thekiryu. I think either one of them is going to be fantastic, man. You can't go wrong with either one. I would personally have picked Thekiryu. But there's no bad decision there as far as I'm concerned. Thoughts on no progression title after Act 7? Oh, it's very simple. I do believe that there will be a progression title after Act 7. I do believe that they will also do it in a similar fashion like they did it with Thronebreaker title. A lot of people do not remember the fact that Act 6.4 had been out for nearly half a year when they gave us Thronebreaker title. So, in that case, they did not necessarily tie them together. I do agree that we desperately do need a new progression title. Also duped Terry, so he's going to rank 4. I duped my Terry too, but I want Terex to be higher Sig before I take him up to rank 3 or something. I like Terex a lot. I do have Sig 200 5-star. I do have Sig 200 5-star, and he's awesome. Medusa not supporting. No, I would not rank up Medusa without dupe. Like, imagine opening 30 tier 4 CC and no Mystic. I don't have to imagine, I have been there. I had that type of thing happen to me. I don't think it was Mystic, but it was something else. Element, okay. There we go. Green challenge, super punch. Can you bring 5 and... Yeah, you can bring both Kamal Khans. You can bring 5 and 6-star Kamal Khan. Easy peasy. Finish 6.3, 6.4, 7.1 in 1 week. Too much for my lazy bird. Well, you burn yourself out. That's on you. Need know when to take a break. But hey, what's up, Dexter? Don't know why people are expecting a title drop immediately. 7.4 will probably follow not too long after. Well, because normally it did drop until Thronebreaker title. Until Thronebreaker title, it was always kind of announced. Like Collector title was announced in 5.2. 6.1 was announced Cavalier title. Thronebreaker was the first one that they did later. And there is a very good...
Shut up and take my money.
Messiah 66 $1.99. Hashtag Heschel not named. Crying face, crying face, crying face. Man dancing, man dancing.
Yeah. There's not much I can say about that one. But thank you, Messiah. Thank you very much. Let me get your name up there. Let me get your name up there. With $2. Huh. Oh no, you said the word? Yes, you did. Must have been a pain. A little bit. I take solace in the fact that A, it helps my prestige, B, it actually kind of helps my defense a bit, or my battle group's defense, because we didn't have a rank 4 Thorax for defense. And also, C, I already had him SIG 200, so I saved myself some 6 tons and stuff. It's better for Karina's Challenger, rank 3 SIG 200 Captain Infinity War, rank 2 SIG 20 Falcon. It kind of depends on the team you're building. Both champions do very different things. Would I use my Science 1 to 2 gem on Unawakened Mr. Negative or Awakened Eye Hulk? I'd probably... And if you use Liquid Courage Double Edge Hadrix, then definitely Eye Hulk. Definitely Eye Hulk. In my opinion. I really feel they are rigged. Well, then maybe they are. Slowpoke? Who's the Slowpoke? Who's the Slowpoke? Wait, you took your Thorax to rank 4? I might have. I might have. Is there a law against that? As I called it? Yes, he did. Hey, what's up, brother? I like your new marshmallow. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much. That marshmallow is quite cool too. So yeah, this is my profile now. Just so you guys. So we have Dr. Doom, Herc, Nim and Thorax. Thorax disgraced the legendary Thor name. It kind of is. I kind of agree with that. That prestige though, carrying the entire Asgard. That prestige though. Just saying. Just saying. No cash spend rank up. Oh, you did so many rank ups today. Jesus. Fair enough. I actually still have quite a lot of rank up materials now. How? 3 generic rank 2 to 3 gems. 1 of that Valentine's Day rank 2 to 3 gem. Some rank 1 to 2 gems and you know, some catalysts and stuff as well. See him in the hunchback. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm not pleased about it. I'll get over it, I hope. Yes, I hope I'll get over it. Eventually I will. You know, this is not the first time I have had to rank up Thor Ragnarok. Hopefully the last, but definitely not the first. I feel like my life's energy is pretty bad today. Was an exam and long lines went out, professor dipping on me. Well. It happens, man. Sometimes you get bad RNG, sometimes you get good one. Part of life, lad. Part of life. Let's get as many points in this arena. I still need to get 1,000,000 points in another arena too, but... the main reasons I'll never ever join a competitive alliance. Well, you think of it that way, but... really, like the way, again, I have always thought about it. I could have, let's say, not joined a competitive alliance, and over course of 1 year I might have had 10 rank 4 6-star champions. Or I can be in a competitive alliance, and over course of a year I might have 25 rank 4 6-star champions because of board and AQ and all the other rewards in the game. And okay, few of those, you know, you can have 10 champions that you really, really love. And I'm gonna have 5 champions that are purely prestige rank ups, of whom 2 I don't like, or 3 I don't like. But I'm gonna have 20 that I really, really like. You know what I mean? He's over there, that detective movie. Power scene like. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, honestly. It was my favorite Act 7 boss, Gwenmaster for me as well. Gwenmaster was my favorite one. I think Gwenmaster... And I think 7.3 Kang is the last place, and this Kang is second place. Something like that. Something like that. But on the bright side, I have 4 rank 4 6-stars. Prestige rank ups are worth it in the long run, yeah. Agree. But they're pain to do, 100%. I actually would have taken up Silver Surfer instead of Nimrod if I had another Cosmic Tier 5 CC right now. So I'm just gonna take Silver Surfer up next. They're not liking Kang right now. Showing the doll where did that Kang touch, you know? Where's the guy? What's up? Overall, do you feel like there's a redundancy versus viable distinction in the champ pool? For example, need a shrug of champ, you'll keep them all. Yeah, well, I mean, no. I do think that for most part, each champion still is slightly unique. Like, you know, Mallman Shrug Off is very good and guaranteed, but it goes on cooldown when you're in Frenzy to do damage mode, so it's not always kind of available. Jabari Panther can be overwhelmed if you don't run synergies. It works sometimes, but not always. Kingpin, you know, again, there are upsides and downs, and so on and so forth. So I do think that there are nuance to all of that, and that nuance is what makes this game interesting. Because that nuance is often what makes or breaks the fights. So I don't necessarily feel that there's as much of a redundancy. No. Can't have everything, have to sacrifice in order to gain more. Something like that. And besides, also, the main reason here's the thing, I would not have ranked up to Ragnarok's to rank 4 ever if I didn't have the skill gem. I'm gonna tell that honestly, because I would have went around it. I would have went to Overseer, I wouldn't have went, you know, I would have just skipped it. But also, this was the only skill rank up that I could have done that actually made a meaningful difference for my alliance. Because he's an okay defender, and I can put him on defense. And on top of that, he also helps entire alliance prestige quite a bit. I think what's up? It's caused a ding sound each time message come. Proctor noticed. Well, you should not have done that damage. That's on you. You can't blame anybody else but you. Can't blame anybody else but yourself. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's simple as it is. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Let me give you an advice from the adult book. Most of the adult people in your life. Phone notifications disabled. No ding sounds, no vibrations, no nothing. Because you check your phone every 10 minutes anyways. Simple as. What's the point of it? It's just intrusive and disruptive. You don't need to have any sounds on your phone. Pretty much every adult person only has, you know, if only, you know, has just if your actual phone rings, no other notifications, no other sounds are enabled. At least that's like with me. I pretty much have no notifications on my phone. I mean, notifications do pop up, but no vibrations, no sounds. Last phase you hate? What's so bad with the last phase? Any thoughts on rank 4 CGR? Do you like CGR? Go for it. What's your guilty pleasure meme tier champ that you enjoy playing? Man thing? I guess. It's not necessarily mean thing, but man thing's quite cool. With that, Katie, been on mute for 6 days. Exactly. It's been on mute for years now, too, for me. But also, the stress that comes with it. I enjoy that stress. That's the reason I still play the game. That stress that you get when you are competitive is that acceleration, that excitement is the reason why I love this game. when there is a close alliance war and you have a tough fight to do, and it might not have started perfectly, man, your heart starts beating. You think you're gonna have. I think the reasons like that is why I love this game so much. Rank 4 CG are good. Well, I think pretty much every champion is good at rank 3. You know, you don't need a rank 4 for anything in the game, aside from like prestige, alliance, or attack, alliance, or defense. You know, any other champion is good at rank 3. You understand what I mean? Привет. Can you know? Dopamine and adrenaline hormones. Yep, exactly. What's up, IS Gaming? So glad to be done with Act 7, but I'm not rank 4 in Colossus. He's my only mutant rank 3. Well, you do you. You decide what you want to do, Time Master. Lesson learned. No notification dings. They suck. Yes, exactly. No notifications for anything. You don't really need notifications on your phone. What's up this side, Alex? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Puppy combo ending power gain brings CGR in rank 4 straight. Yeah, that is quite helpful for CGR. There is that thing that is quite helpful. We use generic 6-star awakening gem just have anyone to use 6 stones on? No. No. Option how to use them on, and I don't want them to expire in 13 days. I mean, like, I wouldn't do it just because of it, but I would find a target for it. As in, like, yes, I would not let my 6 stones expire, but I wouldn't, you know, pick a random champion for it. I would pick a champion that needs those 6 stones. A CGR have good prestige? Not in particular. It doesn't have an awful prestige, but it's not the best. I mean, you can check it out, mate, the prestige yourself. I think I felt the pain of Thorax. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you want to check out prestige, I'll show you. I'll send you where you can check out the prestige of all of the champions at rank 4. There you go, 6-star rank 4s. Check out prestige yourself. AW is fun, but when you start losing AW consecutively, because well, that's the entire point of finding a good alliance. The more serious you take alliance war, the more you desire to be in stronger alliance, and the more it drives your desire to compete and be better and get in better alliances. That's the key about alliance war. Obviously, it's not fun to lose ever, but it's when you get to compete in like a high level, when the wars are like 2 deaths to 1 or something like that, and you know, every little mistake matters a ton and plan has to be perfect, and it's completely different feeling, like going in alliance war where you know one side dies 30 times, other side dies 50 times, and the war is decided. Those wars are kind of like whatever, you know. Of course, I aren't even good enough for Abyss. I think you can do the fights with him. I actually did the fight Old Man Logan solo with a rank 4 5-star Old Man Logan solo was. I mean, I wouldn't use anti-venom for anything else than Old Man Logan heal reverse thing, but I'm sure you can do it. Do you have 6 ounces in my stash? I do have some 6 ounces left in my stash, yes. Even though I did give a bunch. To Nimrod. Because my Nimrod was only 640. What's up, Logi? How are you doing? The same exact amount of units as I do. Well, then not for long. Not for long. Well, my friend in the stream called it a bluff. It actually wasn't a bluff. I genuinely wanted to rank up Nick Fury. The reason why I didn't do it is because we already had 2, and there was somebody with far smaller roster who also wanted to rank up Nick Fury. And that's the reason why I didn't do it. Because it would benefit, well, it would not benefit our alliance at all. Basically, yeah, it was kind of that. But 100%ing Act 7 is all those 6 stones into overflow. Well, I wouldn't call it a worst part. Yeah, I generally would have went with Nick. But when we spoke with like our battle group leader, and this is also important to understand, nobody told me to do anything. I decided myself. You know, I could have ranked Nick Fury if I wanted to. I could have ranked up Mole Man or Kingpin if I wanted to. I could have ranked anyone that I wanted. But I also wanted the rank up to help the team, and Torag kind of made the biggest impact because he is a relatively decent defender, and we don't have one, and he helps Prestige a lot. And we had plenty of Nick Furies, we had Kingpins, stuff like that. Almost. And for Moleman, another thing, I would have needed to give him an Awakening Gem and 199 6 stones, which was quite a big reason not to do it, kind of. Use almost 6 stones on maxing out Tigra. Nice, very good job. Punisher, 99 heavy stance. What about those heavy stance? So screen challenges, is there any way to get tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha without spending money? Yeah. Act 7. Green challenge in Act 7 at the moment. High tier Alliance War, high tier Alliance quest. Put them in Omega Red. I'm actually thinking I might end up taking Omega Red to rank 3, maybe, who knows. Might be Omega Red or Void. Because I didn't use that many 6 stones and I ranked up 2 ranks, I do have some 6 stones left over. So I might feed my Omega Red or Thor Ragnarok. Sorry, not Thor Ragnarok. Void. Who knows? We'll see. The point you made on Thorax defense and Battleground's pretty smart. Yeah, that was kind of like the last thing that I thought about, and that gave me a bit of peace of mind. Because if I rank up Nick Fury, Nick Fury is getting a banhammer immediately. You know? So, we'll see about that. We'll see whether he sneaks through. What kind of impact he has. Need unique rank up for my main account? Well, I hope you find one. But yeah, Rags does have some decent power again. Well, I mean, it's not like he's horrible champion. Once you get to that 40 combo, he goes ham and he can nuke down most of the opponents. And Thorax can be quite scary on defense as well. Any word out on Omega Sentinel yet? Well, people seem to like her. But I have not ever had a single fight with the Omega Sentinel. I don't have her, so I don't know. Did you already cross 50 rank 3s? Oh yeah, ages ago. I crossed 60 rank 3s, I think. I'm quite sure I crossed 60 rank 3s. 1 second. I didn't read your last 2 messages. I just read it. I just read your message about unique rank up. Want to pull science for Spider-Man 99, then I'll rank up Herc with Mather. Well. Can you please... I'm thinking to rank 4 Toad, Sig 80, or Kitty Pride, Sig 20. I don't know how to play Kitty. Well, I personally would just go and learn how to play Kitty. I actually have a guide for Kitty Pride, if you want that. I actually have a guide for Kitty Pride. Obviously, I'd recommend going with Kitty. But if you want to go with Toad, man. It's your account. Go with whichever champion you like. If you like Toad, do that. KT1, Kitty Pride guide. Here we go. Rank Kitty Pride guide. Here we go. It's easy to activate, but you need to be aware that you need space to activate. And KT1. How many 6-star? Count tour. I took 2 new afterwards. 5 days ago. So I have 62 or 63 rank 3 6-stars. 62 or 63 rank 3 6-stars now. Oh no, wait, actually I took 2 of them to rank 4, so I have 60. I think I have 60. I have 60 rank 3 6-stars and 4 rank 4s. I believe they'll most likely ban Penny, Torch and Kitty. Well, we'll see what they ban. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Kitty, can you please check the line for a sec? Sorry about bothering you on stream. It's war related. Sure thing. Sure thing. Okay. I answered to thy question. Here we go. Let's carry on. What's your favorite Indian food? Probably some... Oh, I don't think curry is a proper Indian food. I mean, I like curries, but I don't think they were made stuff. They didn't really originate in India. proper Indian food. I know I kind of like Indian snacks quite a bit. Like all of them, small pakoras and I think biryanis and whatever, the baked things. I also like that drink. I think it's called lasha or laksa, something like that. That drink's quite nice. You know, for most part, you know, I'm not the best versed in Indian food. I'm just quite well aware that I'm quite sure that curries didn't actually originate in India, so I probably shouldn't say that. But I do like the Indian those lassi. Yeah, lassi, bro. That's quite nice. You shared the video, so you don't know English much. I did share the video about Galk is worth rank 3, in my opinion. And him I do. I don't think Galk is worth rank 3. Galk can go and suck it. Hate Lady Hulk. Gonna rank 4 Tiger or Doom, but haven't really had this. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. I would have ranked up Tiger if I pulled a Mystic Gem, I think. And then I would have spent genuinely like weeks learning. Keep the chat in English though, guys, please. If you could. Before people get grumpy. Myself included. Yeah, 62. There you go. Oh, nice. Who do you guys match in war? MIBR. Is who we match. MIBR. What SIG hair could be good at minimum? SIG 1. Also already good, but the higher the better. So hoping you get Mystic AG. Well, eventually you're gonna get it. It doesn't eat. He only drinks coffee and Red Bull. Survive, I heard. No, I do it. I do it. I actually had a big fat burger. After yesterday's stream, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a big fancy burger. And I had a big fancy burger with chicken wings and fries and blue cheese sauce, and it was delish. It was a massive burger. Have you tried teppanyaki? In front of you? Yes, I have tried teppanyaki. I also like the Chinese restaurants where they have hot pots. It's messy, but I like hot pots. Not in the tux, surely? Not in a tux, surely. Are you 100% abyss by doing Korean challenges? Well, no, because it's only 3 challenges. But you can do different paths by doing Korean challenges, yes, if that's what you mean. About made 4-star champions relevant in some game mode. Well, there is one variant where they kind of need them, but yeah, I know what you mean. I do too. When you talk about Indian food, I'm just marinating chicken. Make butter chicken tomorrow. Well, enjoy. Sounds nice. Japanese food is the best. Yeah, I do like Japanese food as well. I do like sushi and all that other stuff. Anyway, got 2 generic Cosmic 6 to borrow me. I have 2 generic Awakening gems, but not giving them to you. Going for Nimrod in Arena for the dupe, so I don't have to use generic on him. I love wings and blue cheese. Yeah, wings and blue cheese, nice. When will BGs be back? In April. So next Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, something like that, hopefully. So next, not this one, the week after. Not tomorrow or in 2 days, but in 8 or 9 days, something like that. Hey, what's up, Matt? What's up, Grindfeld? What's up, everybody else? Chat's quite active today, so my bad if I miss a message or something. Set my apologies and stuff, but I'm trying to catch as many as I can. Two. Think. Well, how much silver do you earn in a month? What does it matter? First of all, I don't earn silver. Second of all, it's none of your business. None of your business. How about that? Why don't you tell me the color of your underwear and perhaps the phone number of your mother in case I get lonely? Hey man. What's your mom's phone number? I mean, I figured as long as we're asking inappropriate questions. Spicy Katie. It's all good. It's all good. But BGs are addictive, yes. What's up, James? Sushi good? Yeah, sushi. I really do like sushi. I really do like sushi. Good luck in war. Hope you guys can get top 3. Yeah, I hope we can too. I hope we can too. I'm about to have 2 barbecue burgers now as well. Well, enjoy your burgers. But I'm stuck talking about food. I'm not going in the kitchen at midnight and I'm hungry. Hey, I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up. Top of my head, I don't remember any comments from you on BG scoring. Do you think it can be improved? Yes, I do think time matters a bit too much.
Shut up and take my money.
Panda Bandit $5. What's good, KT?
Hey, what's up,
What
Panda?
are top 5 science champs you use Science Awakening Gem on?
I'm not entirely sure if there are 5 to begin with. But I'd use one. Okay, so let's answer this question properly. Here we go. So Science Awakening Gems. I'd use one on I-Bomb for sure. I think I'd use one on Cap America Infinity War. I'd use one on the Miguel. I'd probably use one on Overseer. And I'd use one on Negative Mr. Fantastic. So there you go, 6 gems. So probably Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Negative, Overseer, Spider-Man 2099, probably I-Bomb, and then perhaps Cap and Void. Those are kind of like the key suspects. That's a bit more than 5, but I hope you're happy with that. On the very, very top, I think would be Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Negative, and Spider-Man 2099. To my head, I don't remember any. Okay, yeah, I think time matters a bit too much at the moment in Battlegrounds. We don't know. They probably will have different nodes. What's my prestige now? I'll show you in a sec. Holding off on clearing 7.4. Well, it's up to you. Thanks, man. You're very welcome. My prestige is 15,429. It's gonna get a decent bump if I get that surfer up. Do you think the 10,000 unit deals is worth it? Here's the thing. It depends how you play the game. For me and many more competitive players, 100% worth it. At the same time, if this deal would force you to choose whether you get this thing or stuff in spring cleaning, I think stuff in spring cleaning will be better for the same amount of money. I think. I can't guarantee that, but I think. Or if this deal would make you choose whether you get this stuff or you get unit offers in July 4th, I think unit offers in July 4th would be better. At the same time, if you can get both, I do think this is worth it, yes. I got it. I didn't think much about it. You know, but if you would have to pass on like July 4th stuff or spring cleaning stuff or something else because of it, then, you know, I'd probably pass on this one. My fear is when one day I go abroad and I study end up saying something offensive without knowing how cultural differences. Well, that's why I need to look up the place that you're going to. Boy, I did join the chat just in time. CCP are gonna get 1 rank for gem once now? No, they will not. What's up, Matt? What's up? Science gem on anti-venom too? Maybe. Rank 3 Chorus, Awakened, or wait for Hercules. Up to you. Depends, again, where you're at in the game. For most people, I'd say just go and rank it up, because, you know, by the time you get that Hercules, you might have another Catalyst or Gem or whatever. So just use the champions that you have. And you're only strikers. Well, to be fair, I don't care about strikers. The rank for Ragnarok, yes. Spring cleaning is normally different currency items, isn't it? Spring cleaning, everything is in doubloons, but I mean, if you were to have to purchase the units for this, you know, because if you don't have 10,000 units, you might have to buy, let's say, 3 or 4 Odins to get this offer. And I'm saying, if that would be the case, I would rather save that money for spring cleaning. But July 4th, we do have unit deals. And again, I'd be in a similar kind of situation where if getting this offer for 10,000 units would mean that you will not be able to get much in July 4, because you don't plan on grinding a ton, for instance, something like that. then I'd pass this offer. Because I do think July 4th is going to be more valuable. But no, July 4th, spring cleaning does not have unit offers, it's cash based. What's up, Crowdtown? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. The thing that is about awkward is the swastika symbol, very much similar to a religious Indian symbol. It's not just the religious, many cultures have very, very similar symbols. By the way, here's the thing. I'm gonna explain it to you, in case you don't know, Devansh. It's not weird, it's the same symbol, effectively. Or to give you the short version of history, Nazis took that religious symbol, altered it, but it is basically the same idea and the same symbol that you have in Indian culture. Similarly, Latvians have a symbol very similar to that for luck that goes other way around, which again is derived from Indian culture. Latvian, or more specifically Sanskrit, because Latvians have one of the most ancient languages that is still a lot of words are virtually identical to Sanskrit language, and so a lot of symbols in Latvian culture is, you know, very similar. For instance, with some symbols in India and all over the place, obviously with differences over time, but it's just how human culture and history evolved. And in case of the Yahtzees, yeah, they basically took that Indian symbol and made it theirs. So that's where they got that symbol. It's not weird, it's not a coincidence, it's the same shit. As it is with most of the things. If some things that are historic look surprisingly similar, there's typically a reason for it. I think you just got grind. Well, there you go. Get to grind then. Got a Kang solo in my last run, 7.4. Nice, congratulations. The Ultron took 13 minutes. Nice, very good job, Maverick. Very good job. Can't wait to see that Nimrod in action. You will. The inventory count was higher for it. Yeah, I wish it was. I really do wish it was higher too. Which is better, 1.5 of each? Well, I picked 1.5 of each. I think 1.5 of each is better. Okay, finished exploring at 7, got Cosmic Gem. I wish I could have gotten Cosmic and I would have had your skill gem. Yeah, I would have been happy with that. Didn't know that. Interesting. Well, you can look into it. You can look into it. But yeah. That's actually like, you know, the entire story about Yahtzees and their superiority is coming from basically kind of Indian story of these people that are closest to the gods. And a lot of the Yahtzee things are actually to do with Indian kind of ancient myths and culture. A lot of people don't know that, but very, very true. Very, very true. It's amazing how many people know the word Yahtzee and, you know, have a pretty much perfect mental image of how it looks like and all the horrible things that they did. They know very little about like what they were actually about, or, you know, how they were created and stuff like that. My roster is very balanced according to class. Who would you rank up next? Hitmonkey, Eyebomb, Striper, Penny. Oh, those are interesting. Probably Eyebomb for me. Plastic represents divinity, and Nazis thought of them as prime Aryan race. Pretty much. They stole it and used it in post-world to become a hate symbol, just because Hitler is more popular than Sanskrit. That's pretty good summarization there. That's pretty good summary there. That is that's just about it. But yeah, before World War II, swastika was genuinely a normal symbol used, you know, across the globe. It's just that it was so popular and so dominant that it became a symbol of hate. It's kind of like a boy named Adolf.
$10.09.99. Thank you for all your sound advice and fun streams. Funny enough, I like grinding arena while watching you grind arena.
Well, thank you very much, Tenzon. That's very generous of you. And, well, I'm here to keep you company then. I'm here to keep you company. But yeah, it's kind of with swastika, and like with many other things that, had to do with the Yahtzees. suffered the similar fate, like, let's say, the German boy named Adolf, right? You can literally see the graph of how many boys in Germany used to be called Adolf up until World War II. Like, there were literal thousands of them. It was a very popular German name. And after World War II, that name just falls off the cliff. There are still a couple, but, you know, pretty much nobody calls their kid Adolf anymore, unless they're specifically trying to send a message. You know what I mean? I was actually casually scrolling through Google and decided to Google how many genders are there, and I saw 72. Yeah, no. How long would you hold rank 4 gem for? I wouldn't hold it long, especially not now. I wouldn't hold like long at all, because I do think it's gonna... Rank 4s are gonna become much more common, so I'd use it within, I don't know, a month max. Aryan also is Sanskrit. Yep. Believe so. Hey, what's up, JJ? Just got back from the beach. Nice. Sweet. Hope you had a great time. Like, my crystal opening addiction has brought me to new mystic gods. Nice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Caleb. But yeah, how was the beach, Emma? How was the beach? Your favorite Adolf? Well, I don't have a personal favorite Adolf. Oh no, wait. My favorite Adolf, I believe, is the Adolf that the kid from Eurotrip. Yeah, the brother of the crush of the main guy. I think that kid was called Adolf, if I'm not mistaken. But no, I generally don't know many Adolfs. Besides the head honcho Adolf. But yeah, it's interesting. You can check out a couple of documentaries or look into it. The entire history of German National Party and what happened in Germany is, you know, it's quite fascinating, even from a scientific, not just from cultural standpoint, also from scientific standpoint. How the entire culture of Germany basically changed, and how relatively well-off, civilized country turned into absolute savages through fear and tyranny. Do you think new progression title is coming? Yes. It inevitably has to be coming. The thing with Indian history is that it's very interesting and cool, but the way it's taught, it's really boring. Yeah, Indian history is actually very cool too. I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about Indian history, but what I do like... This is one of the reasons why I like watch Ancient Alien series, because it does teach a lot about history. I tune out, obviously, all the far-fetched theories and stuff like that, and I'm not alien, you know, enthusiast, that type of thing. But that show itself travels across the world and teaches us a lot about history. And because of that show, I actually ended up looking into Indian history, into German history, and a lot of other things. And it fairly cleverly explains a lot of non-mainstream things about mainstream cultures and points in history. And I like that a lot. I think there is quite a lot of educational value in Ancient Alien shows. My girlfriend initially made me watch them, and I kind of scoffed at them, and I always mocked them. It's like, is it possible that the aliens have been here all along? It's like, no. And I kept mocking them. And I don't, and obviously there's still a lot of bullshit in them. There's still a lot of kind of leaps of judgment that I can't just follow, you know? But at the same time, a lot of interesting things there. What Maverick hand guide helped was precise and thorough. Thank you, Maverick. I'm glad it was useful. I'm glad it was useful. Thank you very much, Maverick.
Shut up and take my money.
Appreciate that.
Maverick $2 Australian. Can guide helped. Was precise and thorough. Victory hand.
Called in supermarket on the way home and got some yellow label bargains. Ooh, sweet. I love yellow label bargains. I always look for them. 1 second, guys. I need to turn on the heater because the we're gonna get the old problem. 1 second. Now that it's getting warmer, my PC is going to be overheating a lot again. So hopefully this is going to sort it. What think new requirements? Complete Act 7 and have rank 4 for the new title. Complete Act 7 and have a rank 4. That's going to be the requirement at best. They're coming down. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations. I did it in 5 minutes with my Ultron, but I had like Liquid Courage, Double Edge, Max Deep Wounds, Odin Fight, Modok Synergy, and War Machines pre-fights. What's up, Hamp? How are you doing? I love how chill the channel is. You would see German history discussions while casually playing MCOC on any other channel. Well, I mean, I don't know. I like being aware of things, and also like discussing them. A full mutant would be Namor or Big Daddy APOC. Yeah, no, it probably would have been Kitty. If I pulled mutant, it would have been Kitty, I think. Because my Big Daddy APOC, again, would have required me to give him a generic gem. Oh no, wait, I got a mutant gem now. It would have required me to give him a gem and 199 6 stones. So I think I would have done Kitty first. Quite sure I would have done Kitty before APOC. Who do you think is going to win Doctor Strange? I don't know. I don't know, and I actually don't follow any spoilers and stuff from upcoming movies. I just want Kabam to add new champ to Sigil Store. Yeah, me too. Me too. APOC doesn't need dupe. Well, he's better off with, but yeah, he can work fine and dupe too. Correct on that. Correct on that. Hey, buddy, question. Sunspot has good prestige in low ranks. Why does it get? It's because every champion has a different kind of prestige and progression curve. There are several champions that are very high, like rank 1 or rank 2, and then fall off at rank 3, 4, and 5. That's about it. It's just because champions have different kind of... It's kind of like SIG abilities give you different benefits at different stages for different champions. It's just that it's not a linear progression. It's just that, yeah, Sunspot has super high prestige up until rank 3. There are many champions similar to that. For instance, there are champions like Morningstar and Captain America Infinity War and several others like Gambit who have super high low SIG prestige, but once you put 6 stones into them, they do not progress as much as other ones. I was always skeptical of all religious Indian things because of just how crazy it was, and still am, but I believe I should study it a bit more. Well, that's the thing. That's why that ancient alien perspective was really fun on Indian perspectives, because in the Indian religion, because of how crazy it is. Actually, a lot of those stories kind of made sense, you know, about flying chariots and throwing basically kind of like fiery arrows. Those could very well be interpreted as some sort of flying, you know, ship or apparatus and, you know, rocket systems and stuff like that. So I do think that there's a lot of value in not necessarily believing all of that, but just accepting the fact that it's possible. Because a lot of bullshit gets misinterpreted even today. You know? And then if you imagine ancient civilization with very limited knowledge about technology, a lot of shit like that would seem like magic. I mean, like, fuck, if you have a working mobile phone with, like, let's say a big database and you travel 100 years back in time, you'd be a fucking superhero, wizard, and bird, or whatever else you want to be. Because things that we consider now as normal would be magic back in the day. Like, if you just download the world's history on your phone, travel back, and you would be fully, you know, well aware of everything and everyone that's at that time period and stuff like that. You could easily pass yourself off as some sort of mage or something. You know what I mean? Technology is what many of us would kind of look at as magic. Imagine all the, like, weird, crazy shit that we have today. 5 minutes is Roided Ultron, don't have any of the extra upgrades. Yeah, 5 minutes was Roided Ultron. It was one phase each. Every time I wounded Kang, I got through a phase. Get Mutant Gem, Namor rank 4s. Well, there you go then. There you go, Maverick. Rank 4, Big Daddy Namor. Kabam missed that change to upcharge us with the progression title in Spring Cleaning. Well, they might not have yet. Well, it might still come. Who knows? Who knows when they're gonna bring that new title in. God, my 5-star Kitty and Kang didn't do really well. Or maybe Kitty is just not meant for that one. What do you guys know about anti-Hindu studies and research by Harvard and all the big units in USA? A lot of people. I'm not aware of those studies. Well, yeah, I'm not sure I'm aware of what you're talking about there. What's your favorite champion to use? I love using Mole Man, Eye Hulk, Man Thing, Carnage. I feel like I'm missing something. But those are some of my favorite champions. Those are some of my favorite champions. In India, were myths that ancient India was the most advanced, so it was conquered by... Well, there are a lot of myths like that, but again, in India, a lot of... For instance, you had that... What was the Indian main god, or one of the Indian main gods? And he had that lost city that was thought to be fictional, and was recently rediscovered to have been just sank under the sea level few miles, you know, outside of another city. Was it like not? It was one of the Indian gods. I forgot which one. But where he was thought to have had like an ancient city, and they actually fucking found it. You know, so you never know exactly what is myth, what's made up, what isn't. And it's always interesting to think about what is and what, you know, possible and what could have been. Because, you know, if that story, if that myth about the existence of that specific city was real, then you immediately need to ponder about how much else was real, what involved, in this case, Krishna as a god, you know? And it doesn't necessarily automatically prove that every story involving Krishna was right, because again, a lot of it could have been misinterpreted, a lot of it could have been just bullshit and made up. But it does give much more validity to the idea that some of that shit could have been real. Right? I don't know. I find history very interesting. I genuinely find history and ancient cultures quite fascinating. Dwakapuri, city of God, Krishna, that was sunk on purpose. Well, there you go. That is exactly what I talk of. Look at spring cleaning 2021 videos. Forgot how poorly introducing. Yeah. That did again. Then again, at this point, like, oh my god, how naive we were a year ago. That's the real crazy part. Something belonging to a god being found into one. Yeah, exactly. It is really crazy. It is really cool. It is really interesting. At least I find it interesting because of all the implications that it means. Because it automatically gives much more levity, you know, not levity, but, you know, realism or possibility to other stories. Yeah, exactly. Things which are impossible a century ago now are all possible. And even now things seem impossible till science proves them in future. Exactly. Like, you know, how far-fetched would be that? I don't know, a civilization that might have been a couple hundred years ahead of us had, let's say, invisibility tech or something like that. And then somebody have seen that civilization use that tech, and all of a sudden it's, I don't know, a cloak of invisibility and some magic item. Or maybe you had some sort of anti-gravity gun or something, you know? Because that kind of shit could exist a couple hundred years from now. When you create some sort of force field that lifts heavy rocks up from there and you can just move them around, right? And it would seem like as a magic to us today, pretty much, or especially to us a couple hundred years ago, it would 100% be looked at as magic. So I do think it's quite fascinating. And we know very, very little. We know very, very little about our history of the planet, really. We like to pretend that we know everything, that we're super smart, but a lot of things that are kind of like mainstream theories are being disproven right now or being contested all the time. So we don't know whether the things that have been taught us in school actually, you know, are truthful. It's not like they had ancient, you know, written records saved from like thousands and thousands of years ago. So I am quite fascinated with history, and especially ancient history and ancient cultures. Not as much with, you know, I don't know, 1800s, 1700s, something like that. I'm more interested in stuff that happened 2,000-3,000 years ago, because it's far looser documented, and we genuinely have no fucking idea about majority of it. See, those gods are fallen angels. It might have been. The way I see it, they might as well have been aliens. Or a culture that killed itself on Earth. Maybe that we are some sort of second or third generation human beings. And maybe this entire cycle with humans has already kind of existed before. Or it could be that we are the aliens on this planet. A lot of things are possible, we don't know. That was another question, how many gods there are, and religion has very different rules for God and their perception. Well, you say that each religion has very different rules, but here's again the interesting part, you know, because dozens of religions have the same gods but different names, or very similar gods. Like Latvian pagan mythology, we have our thunder god that is effectively Thor. You know, there's Thor in the Swedish mythology. And the same type of gods with similar powers exist in many different mythologies. And the same type of creature. Same type of creature, same type of monster, same type of... Like, how weird is that pretty much every religion has a major story about giant flood? Virtually every religion has a story about floods. You know, catastrophic, end of the world type of floods. And virtually every religion has that shit. I think it's much more possible that it was... yeah, like Zeus and Thor are the same god of thunder. Exactly. And I do believe that, you know, Japanese culture has a god of thunder as well. Or Indian culture has something that's very, very similar. If it wasn't the Krishna itself, because somebody in Indian culture also threw the thunderbolts or firebolts or something that were very similar. But the point is that what I wanted to get to, I think it's much more likely that it was the same figures, and we as the humans changed them up slightly because we kept retelling these stories, and we, you know, kind of word of mouth, they kind of like deviated from the originals more and more. But I do think that the origin from a lot of those mythologies is pretty much the same thing. I need to take a break. Why? Why would I need a break? Can you explain how Nimrod was able to tank special trees when you were exploring 7.4? I mean, some thoughts, but I want to hear your thoughts about it. Yeah, I can explain that. Special 3 is still subject to armor rating. Nimrod's armor rating is insane once he's in his eradicate protocol. That's about it. So, check this out. Check this out, boy. First of all, so his armor up buffs, where are they? Armor up buffs give 550 attack armor rating for 20 seconds. Right, so that's quite a lot of extra armor rating there for each armor up. Then Titan protocol, you know, still makes you once because of cowardice was active, you reduce opponent's special attack damage, and then there was something else in his kit, but that's basically kind of like that. Nimrod is just that tanky because you have been working hard these days. I like working hard. If I don't work hard, I don't know what to do with myself. Tank dominant special 3 for like 20% of my HP. Yeah, Nimrod can, as long as Nimrod can tank a ton of crap. Like one event gets told differently by each news channel. It's not quite that. No, it's not necessarily that. It's a bit different. You're mixing things there, K-Dog. Because that event gets told differently today because of already specific interests. There is... One thing is having inaccuracies because you are telling somebody a retold story, you know, and then the more times it gets retold, the less accurate and the less original like it is. Other thing is when you specifically change details to fit your narrative, so it's a completely different thing in my opinion. Stuff like this gives me chills, it excites you at the same time. Yeah, kind of. rank 3 him very soon. Well, enjoy him then. Clear something, Hindu culture. Don't have millions of gods, we have some gods. Rest are just deities, like versions of one true god. There's only one true. Yeah, no. Okay. But again, you do have some gods. Again, as long as it's not monotheistic, you know, as long as it's not the one god, one true god religion, then all of them are fairly safe. It's kind of like, it's not like ancient Greek culture has millions of gods, you know? And stuff like that. But yeah, no, I get it. It is important that people know the difference. But that's the same thing pretty much everywhere. Most ancient religions are like that. Where you do have deities and, you know, holy sacred figures, but it's kind of like not as many gods as people think. Or true gods at the very least. Yeah, last night was cool. Absolutely, man. You guys went crazy. Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much, John, by the way. Blooming loved last night's stream. Can't believe you didn't mention the cane until the end. Well, I did show it at the beginning. You just missed it because I think you were a bit late, wasn't it, GJ? I'm quite sure I showed it at the beginning. Cersei, have you used in 7.4? I used her a wee bit. I didn't use her a ton. I could have used her more. You do it within 5 weeks time through arena. How many units I can get? Depends how much you grind. You're gonna need to figure that out yourself. I do not feel comfortable giving you a specific answer that might be wildly inaccurate. You can get 10,000 units easy in 5 weeks. You can get more. Or you can get less, but it depends how dedicated you are. Whether there are no gods but humans from the future. Well, there are several theories that pretty much disprove time travel as is, but then again, it might just be our limited understanding. Because there is a theory that gray aliens is effectively what human race turns into, because we are just evolving to, you know, we are changing ourselves, and that the fact that what we look at as gray aliens is a human race from the future. But it could be many different things. I don't necessarily think that. I think it's more plausible that it might have been some different civilization. But, you know, again, everything is possible, or many things are possible. That's the cool thing, is we do not know exactly. So I can always speculate. Do you think Nimrod is worthy of using generic awakening gym? Yes. I do. More like everyone's copying each other's homework and rewarding. Fair enough. Boom to rank 3. AA 60, Bishop 60, Gambit 640. I would not do any of those unless it is for Thronebreaker, in which case I would go with Archangel for now. But yeah, yesterday's stream was amazing. Yesterday's stream was amazing. Does your country have a widespread religious belief, or is it homogeneous, or is it more mixed? Where I'm from, in Latvia, we have a fairly strong pagan culture. It's a bit complicated. I'm not sure if I can explain it properly. But the base idea is Latvia has been conquered, subjugated, and ruled by other nations for about 800 years. Virtually all of those other nations have been monotheistic, and that's how we got Christianity in our country and all the other stuff. And there was this whole kind of fuss about knights doing the holy kind of crusades, and we were the barbarian nation that had to be made Christian and whatever else not. But because of that forceful transition from our own ancient mythology and our own ancient religion into Christianity, there is still a very active pagan culture, and a lot of people observe and follow both pagan and Christian traditions. Like, I was brought up with pagan and Christian traditions, because at the same time as Latvia regained our independence, it was looked at as a very important part of our national heritage and national kind of like symbolism, so it was actively taught in school. We were taught both things, Christian religion and ancient Latvian mythology and things like that. And there are many people that do fairly strongly believe in both, either or. And in Latvia, it's kind of a weird way where, you know, my family is Christian. I've been christened in a Christian church. I'm in a Lutheran Christian church. I'm not particularly religious, but I also have piety and respect towards old Latvian pagan gods and things like that. And that's kind of how it is in Latvia. And a lot of it has to do with kind of national pride, patriotism, and, you know, in national symbols. And in our country, they incorporated our ancient religion and religious pagan symbols into all of that. That's really... Jesus was from Nazareth. Haven't you ever heard of Jesus from Nazareth? Fair enough, although I do historically believe in people power change narratives. Probably. It might be true. But no, in this case I'm talking about... either way. Expectations for Act 8? I'm not thinking about Act 8. At the moment I'm thinking about my expectations about Battlegrounds. I don't know. What will come will come. I hope it's fun. I think they did well enough with Act 7 for me not to stress about Act 8. How about that? So they will complete all 4 side milestones and features. Milestones how much? I don't know from top of my head, man. You should check. Sadib, why don't you go and check for yourself how much you get when you grind everything in 1 week, and then figure out how much you can get for the rest of the 4 weeks. I don't have all the answers for your account, for your capability, you know? There's nothing like gods, only people with more adrenaline. Adrenaline are considered gods. It's too much conspiracy for me. I'm getting too chilly. Why? Why? Look at all this clown, how hideous Venom the Dark looks. Yeah, Venom the Dark does look absolutely atrocious. Venom the Dark does look absolutely atrocious. Venom the Dark is a picture I would use if I would have to explain my arguments against crossbreeding. I'm just saying. I always thought magic is unfound science. Well, a lot of it could be. But then again, you can't necessarily dispute the existence of some sort of magic. I mean, theoretically. Could be either or. New culture has a lot of pagan beliefs. We just call them deities. But the parallels are very strong. Latvian culture has a lot to do with ancient Indian culture. Because our language is extremely still close to Sanskrit. I either complete 7.4 and get my second rank 4, hell prestige, or hold off for a couple of months until I get 12k units and get another rank 4. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you, Michael. Honestly, here's the thing that many people kind of forget. Spring cleaning, you're gonna have to end up buying a lot of units. I think if you plan on spending money on spring cleaning, then do it. And if you end up buying that same offer for 12,000 units instead of 10,000 units, then so be it. But you can kind of double dip, because on spring cleaning you're gonna end up having to buy unit packs to get doublons. And then you use those units to get this offer. Maybe just a thought. Monster demons are also children of gods. Not Jerusalem.
Shut up and take my money.
Boyan.
William Boyer $4.99. Doing my own work to figure something out to help myself. No lol, love how straightforward you are with everything.
Thanks, William. Thank you very much. But, you know, sometimes it just feels silly at the point. You know, genuinely it feels sometimes that some people will ask me, you know, how to wipe their bottom from top to bottom or from bottom to the top. What is the correct technique using toilet paper? Or how to tie their shoes. You know, I love helping people, I love answering people, I love giving my opinions, but when it comes to specifically their problem with their account for their thing, you know, there's only that much that you can help somebody. Like, it's impossible to have all the answers for everybody.
Yes and no.
So it's kind of tricky there, kind of sneaky, but it is what it is. How did your opening go? Well, it's on my channel. My opening is on my channel. You can go and check it out, Rico. You can go and check out my opening. Jordan Bethlehem. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, lived in and moved to Nazareth. Yes, that is a correct story. Bethlehem to Nazareth. But he got known as Jesus of Nazareth. 7.4 generic gem. But okay. Anyways, I had my reasons of saying Nazareth because that is how he became known during his life. But obviously, yes, Bethlehem was his birthplace, and we all know the story about the three kings and the star. I'm just responding to, wasn't Jesus from Egypt? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Necessarily. Just blow out 6.4 gem. Here is gem. To which gem? Nimrod, I-Bomb, or Diablo? No content left. I'd go with Nimrod probably. I'd give it Nimrod. You don't care about that right at the moment. What you prefer, Zach? Oh, come on, give me a break. Lots of healing gurus don't always understand real Hunter culture and just blindly follow whatever without understanding which is real and root issue. It's kind of confusing. Well, again, I'm not Hindu. I'm not trying to pretend to know a lot about your culture. So it's hard for me to comment on that. Hey, if you're not gonna where those mythologies where the gods are more flawed than humans. Yeah, well, in Greek mythology, the gods were effectively just some sort of swinger party. Like, the entire shtick about Zeus was, can I put my penis in it? Like, he had sex with like every animal on the planet, and like, I don't know, hundreds of, you know, bastard children. The entire Greek mythology is just like giant orgy, if you actually read the text. Like, what is the legend of how Aphrodite was born? Anybody remember? Anybody knows the legend of Aphrodite? The full story about the birth of Aphrodite. Yay, nay? No one? Okay, I'll give it a brief version. Effectively, Zeus had once again put his penis somewhere where it didn't belong. His wife found out, cut off his wiener while it was still erect, and threw it in the sea. The sea finished the job that the lady or animal in question couldn't before, and because Zeus didn't have enough time to completely finish, if you know what I mean. So long story short, because of the shaking of the waves, still somehow magically divine penis was alive and actually genuinely did unleash its bodily fluids, and because of the sea, it frothed up into foam, and out of that foam was Aphrodite, the goddess born. That's the legitimate story of how Aphrodite came into existence in Greek mythology, which involves Zeus erected man thing, that being cut off, and then basically his jizz being fluffed up like, you know, coffee froth machine. When you get a frothed milk in your coffee, and imagine that is something that happens in ocean, apparently with divine jizz, and that is how Aphrodite was born. Athena was born because Zeus had a banging headache. Somebody literally split his head in half, and Athena just presumably again because Zeus had banged somebody, and I forgot who split Zeus's head in open, and you know, Athena was born out of Zeus's head. And virtually every god has filthy stories like that. If you read Greek mythology, it's literally some sort of sex intervention records or something, or some sort of, yeah, swinger's diary. I was raised very strict and religious. As an adult, I identify as much more relaxed, spiritual. It's hard for me to try and put a label on myself, who I am or what I believe. But I do believe that there's something. I do believe that there is some. I don't believe in a big bearded white guy, but I don't know. Anyways, it's a tricky issue. It's a tricky issue. There is part of me that does believe actually in Christianity and Christian principles. If not necessarily, I do not believe religion or church, so to speak. I do not believe in church. I'll tell you that much. I might be on board with religion to a degree, but it's a complex issue. I do believe the principles of Christianity and what it teaches. The Jewish and Christian myth really interesting. Talks about leviation, giants, beasts. Yeah, exactly. Latvia and India are so separate geography, similarities and such. It's fascinating. Well, it is. History is fascinating. Getting very chilly whenever it identifies an attack helicopter. All right. Although they're selling dual 6-star crystal for 2k units. Too expensive. And then is JJ bot? We do have 2 JJs. We have JJ bot and we have actual JJ. 3k units for 6-star? No. I would not spend 3k units for 6-star crystal, personally. I will not and would not get that offer. One sec. I need to catch up to the chat very quickly. Need to catch up to the chat in a quick manner. And that's how I met your mother. Yes, Philip. That's how you met. And I thought, no, if you, honestly, entire Greek religion is about gods putting penis where it doesn't belong. That's genuinely, you know, Greek, ancient Greece summed up, and their religion summed up. Just a bunch of gods putting dicks where they don't belong. That's the entire religion. I've seen Man from Earth movie? I don't think so. I don't think so. Might be thinking of Moses? Yeah, might be thinking of Moses. That was in Egypt. Have you done how to be the Khan guide? Yes, Shaggy. I have done how to be the Khan guide. Legendary Shaggy. Earlier today, uploaded. Why can't I send you a super chat? I don't know, Rob. But you can send me Streamlabs. If you still hear Rob Smith. If you can't send me a super chat, you can try and send me Streamlabs. Streamlabs is cool too. It's actually even better. Somehow I was involved in Zeus shooting it. Yep, definitely. A lot of R word was involved in Zeus making a lot of kids. A lot of R word. Oh, never drink milk again. There you go. Greek mythology sounds like Florida Man parody. It's because it pretty much is. I love Balgrand so much. How it rolls. Yeah, I can't wait for Balgrands 2. I can't wait for Balgrands 2. And I do hope that we do get a proper store this time around. I do hope we get proper store this time around. Well, after that, you hear an MCOC bug. Have you done 746 Khan guide? Yes, I have. Which champions will get updated next? We'll see. Patience. Patience. What? Okay, I send super chat please and just pops up and I can't type anything. I don't know, Rob. Oh, it might be because on the dollar one you can't type anything. You need to select $2 or $3 to start being able to type. If you select $2 or $3, then you can type anything. On the cheapest one, it typically doesn't allow you to type. Yeah, if it was Nexus Crystal, then I'd say maybe it's worth it. I still wouldn't buy it for myself. I guess the Greek gods never really exited puberty. Pretty much. Ancient trade was existent and so was transport, so we talk about how religious stories and myths. Yeah. I mean, effectively, that's, you know, travel still happened, exactly. It just took ages, but travel still happened. Thanks, you're welcome. And from YouTube. Line, okay, fair enough. Mythology with reflection of the worship going in the temples. Yeah. Trying to send 10. Well, in that case, I don't know why it doesn't let you. But if you do have Streamlabs or you want to use Streamlabs, you can do that. It works even better and it still pops up on the screen and does get read out by a obnoxious English lady. How many rounds do you need to complete all the feature remodel? I don't remember. I don't really follow. Oh, well, I guess we can check how many I used this time around. I guess we can check. One sec, guys. I need to pop into the... Ah, no, actually... Which one? Do we finish the stream up? Or do I just pop into the gents and come back in a moment? Oh, there you go, Rob. And with time for just get thrown wrecker, should I give? Unawakened Kitty, Doom, or Ape?
Shut up and take my money.
1 second.
Rob Smith $9.99.
Thank you very much, Rob Smith.
Yo, I had to beat 7.4 just to get Thronebreaker. Should I give Unawakened Kitty, do more Opok or Corvus who's worthy NY Plaza?
Should I give Unawakened Kitty, Doom or Apoc or Corvus? You mean who to rank 3? Who to rank 3? I'd personally, if all of them are unawakened, then I'd go with Apoc. If all of them are unawakened, I'd go with Apoc, because Apoc covers the most ground in the game, in my opinion. Why? That's exactly why. Because Apoc helps the entire class, has unique abilities that pretty much nobody can replace him. And I go with Apoc. But if you talk about who to give Awakening Gem to,
$5.
I would give it to Kitty.
There should be a limit on games a day in BG. What are your thoughts on unlimited entries?
I do believe that there should potentially be a weekly limit or a season limit on entries in BG, as long as there is a friendly mode that you can play unlimited amount. I do believe that there should be basically two separate systems, Panda. I do believe that there should be like seasons where you are limited. I do believe there are seasons where you will be limited to how many times you can play a week or a month or something like that. And then I do believe that you should be able to play unranked matches and friendly matches as much as you want for fun, like we did before.
Shut up
Kind
and
of thing.
take my money.
Rob Smith $1.99. Yes, with generic 2/3.
Yeah, so generic 3. I would go with APOC then. I would go with APOC because APOC kind of covers the most ground all across the board. Because APOC does cover a ton of ground. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back then. Well, sorry about that. Sorry about that, but we are back then. And I actually need to get the record straight. But yeah, I answered Panda's question, I think. Now we have Rob Smith up there, up top with 12 greenies. Just to get the record straight. Thank you very much. You are the distinguished benefactor, Rob Smith. Glory Star can be better. I actually need to make a video on it because it has been exactly a year since Glory Star has been updated. So I do believe that Glory Star update is very, very close. Has been 1 year since Glory Star has been updated. It dissolved. Huh? How can I join members? There should be a link in the video description, or there should be a button next to my channel name. I'm sure mods can walk you through that. Off tonight. Good night, Devanch. Good night. Glory will never be enough, of course. I think Valorant should have ranking brackets too. I think there should be something like that, yes. Did somebody say just... Somebody did, yes. Somebody did say that earlier. Somebody did indeed say that. Put myself in timeout for that. Good. You must be feeling comfortable in your casual clothes now that you I removed the suit. Of course, casual clothes are far more comfy. Man, you know, I will never be caught dead outside of my house wearing sweatpants. I do genuinely am of belief that whenever you leave your house, you must look presentable no matter what you're doing. Even if you're returning from work or no matter what. I've just been brought up that way. But since the corona thing started, sweatpants have kind of become the unofficial uniform of the work from home. I have, I don't know, 10 increased the amount of sweatpants that I own by factor of 10 pretty much. Like, I have a lot of sweatpants all of a sudden, whereas I maybe had 2 or 3 a couple years ago. Just didn't need them as much, you know, just didn't need them as much. But since the pandemic started, I have increased the amount of sweatpants I have by factor of 10 or so. Just facts right there. Oh wait, I have run out of my rank 5 5 stars. Rank 5 4 stars, sorry. Look at the tanking hella damage. Too strong. Too strong. Too strong here. But yeah, Glory Store update should be coming very soon. Glory Store update should be coming very, very soon.
Shut up and take my money.
K-Dog, just because. Well,
2017 $10.
thank you very much, K-Dog.
Just because.
Very kind. Appreciate that, and any and all other support. Genuinely, is always appreciated. Always helpful. Zone clearing. That's gonna be Monday morning stream probably. Yeah, thank you. Alright, I wanted just to get the 5-star milestone ones. Fine. It's better than MCOC, Spidey 99 or Claire. Depends for what. It's either Spidey 99 or Claire, but both are very, very, very different champions. MCOC is not the greatest one, I'll tell you flat out. It's in between Spidey 99 or Claire, but both are very different. You're gonna hoard glory then? Yeah, you can't. You can only get max to 15k in glory. You can only get 15k in glory. That's the limit. That's the limit, unfortunately. Look at all those ranked up dooms. And just deplete my glory. Actually, I had pretty much close to maxed out glory for like months, but I needed to get a ton of tier 4 basics and tier 2 alphas and stuff. And I kind of went broke on, not broke on glory, but I'm definitely not in as healthy position as I once was. Cap Infinity War and Science Awakening Gem, only 97. It's worth it. He's only worth it if you are ready, willing, and prepared to commit 206 tons to that. I'm not saying don't do it. If you like it, go for it. But you need, before you do it, you must be 100% determined. You must be 100% determined to give those 6 tons to him. I'm not sure if that's what I would do. I generally can't answer that, but I do really like Cap. Ultimately, it goes down to how much do you like the captain. Glory Store update confirmed. No. What is confirmed and what is 100% factual is that it has been exactly a year since Glory Store update. And 1 year is already the longest amount Glory Store has ever gone without an update, if that makes sense. I can confirm those two facts. Never before in history of the game, Glory Store has not gotten updated in over the course of a year. It has typically been about 6 months, 8 months, or something like that. So this is the longest Glory Store has gone without an update since it was introduced. And yeah, that is something that I can confirm. So, we have the Glory Store. I can update the limit. I doubt they will, because Glory is meant to maintain basically its value at all times, and just resource in it meant to get cheaper. You remember any tips about the stripers, Luke Cage? I don't genuinely remember that fight too well, honestly. I know I screwed it up a lot initially, and once I got it, it kind of worked out fine for me. I think what would be my tip? Use the level 1s and build level 3. I don't remember exactly. But if you just definitely need to check out the last few fights that I did, because once I got it, I kind of got it, but initially I wasted several revives. When do they normally drop the 30% for 500 unit offers? When do they normally drop the 30% for 500? What do you mean? I don't quite understand that. What are you asking, Matt? War Mangog and Node 12? What about Mangog and Node 12? Incursions? Incursions, I feel, is kind of abandoned. If they wanted to do Incursion Store update, they would have done it 3 weeks ago when the crystals reset or something like that. Because the crystals just recently got changed up and stuff. So if they were going to do anything with Incursion Store update, then they would have done it already. So I don't think that anything is going to happen to Incursion Store for another 2+ months. Because they already recently updated the crystals. Oh, I don't remember that offer, Matt. I genuinely don't remember. Sorry. Kubam doesn't care about easing our inventory issues? Well, of course I don't. The more resources expire for us, it's the better for them. Do you think about it? Okay, thanks. No worries. You're welcome. You are always welcome. You guys are quite alright, you know that? You guys are quite A-okay. I'm just saying. Tomorrow is Sunday. So, Sunday is the day that I don't settle. Here's the problem though. I don't set alarm for Sunday mornings, but if I do not wake up early, I guaranteed wake up with a headache. I don't know what and why and how, but if I wake up early, I'm fine. I feel fresh. If I sleep in even an hour more than I normally do, which I often do on Sundays, kind of wake up with a headache, which pisses me off. It's not like, you know, completely horrible headache, but where do you spend your units? Completion offer for Act 7. Spend them on completion offer for Act 7. Feel like offers are pretty random? Yeah, I do too. I do too feel like that. And the best non-suicide rotation for Ultron? Just level 2, level 2. Heavy spam and level 2, yeah, pretty much that. It's the same rotation with and without suicides for most part. Don't go for special ones, just go for special 2s for most part. I think that's kind of the best. That's what I do most of the time. I mean, sometimes you go for special 1 if that's gonna finish the fight or something, but in general, I just go for special 2s. Most of the time. Unless you're trying to stun lock somebody. Unless you're trying to stun lock somebody. Workabomb Incursion Store is lost cause? Yeah, I think so too. I don't think there's going to be anything interesting happening with that Incursion Store. I am kind of silently hoping for the prices to go down a bit though, which is the reason why I'm kind of hoarding my artifacts. I have like over 100k at the moment, and I'm going to keep them close to the max, or close to, you know, as much as I can get. So I'm in no rush to spend them either, because there's nothing really to spend them on. Rank 3 Shang-Chi is my first? Go for it. Why not, Hanzo? Shang-Chi is a good champion. If you like him, rank him. Simple as that, man. He's definitely good enough. Definitely a very good champion. I think so, anyways. I think so, anyways. Fan of suicides for science. Getting held milestone takes years. Yeah. It is much harder in arena. Much longer, much more boring. it's a miserable time. It is quite a miserable time. Mercy for advice. You're welcome, Hanzo. You're welcome, man. Alright, let's clap these in. Poor baby Elsa. Couldn't withstand 3 combos from Claire. And that's one dead voodoo. That's one deadish voodoo. Look at that. Is that a big fat tall Ragnarok? Think so. Kado gave for science. Pretty much. That is one big fat tall Ragnarok. Let's get to those 4 million then here. Get to the 4 mil here. You're gonna be fine with this matchup. Oh wait, isn't he shock immune? Yeah, he's shock immune. Ah, whatever. We're just gonna nuke him. Yep, shock immune. Whoopsie. I always forget about this guy's bleed and shock immunity. Always kind of forget about it, but it's fine. Don't know what I was thinking. Well, now you know better. Can we expect Agatha next year? I don't think we can necessarily expect her, but I do think that there is a good chance she might be coming, especially given the fact that Agatha is going to be getting her own Disney Plus TV series, so we're going to be hearing that name again and more, so I think there is a fairly good chance she comes next year, yes. I do think there is a fairly good chance we'll see her next year. This is going to be annoying. Oh, maybe not too much. So I can't crit for Jack. Look at that. Perfect matchup here. Didn't even trigger glancing. What's the cap on Glory? 15,000. 15k is the cap. 15k. No problem. An Apocalypse Defender on tile 44. Sector 2, power 3. Thinking White Max pre-fight and Black Widow Clairvoyant. What is that node? What is that node to begin with? Like, I'm not entirely sure what are the nodes on. Section 2, power 3, top right side. White Max pre-fight, Black Widow Clairvoyant. What do you need White Max pre-fight for? What is the node there? George. Don't quite remember that. I don't often take that. My meat and Abyss team looks weird. It's 6-star, rank 4, APOC, rank 3 prop, rank 5 max try. Well, it's good enough. I'd be very happy with that team. That rank 4 APOC is gonna be the king of the run, man. Should be very happy with that run. Should be very happy with that team. That's Ragnarok Thor getting all big fat. Well, he already got buffed up. But, what else? What's up, Ricky Lee? How are you doing? Okay, missed the live stream yesterday, but watched it after. Congrats, bud. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Travis. I'm glad you could catch it out. Even though we are going to be just about finito. Closing in and finish. Which champions, in my opinion, were generic awakening? I've actually made a video on that. I think Hercules, Nick Fury, Archangel, Kitty Pryde are some of them. most worthy ones, so to speak. America Chels is a beautiful game in movie. Yeah. I have no idea how she's gonna be in the movie. I explored Act 7 and got Tech 3 to 4 gem. I have Unawakened Nimrod. Should I give him my generic? I would do that. I would do that, yes. Chaitanya. That's what I would do that. I think Agatha can come whenever the Disney Plus series or the next. Yeah. I think that's quite possible too. Oh, you mother flipper. I need like 2k points. You mother flippers. Very interesting name. Okay, I'm gonna check that node after these fights. I'm gonna grab all the units that they earned, and then I'm gonna check the node. Are we fine? Would you generic Stripe 6? No, I would not give Stripe generic gem personally. Definitely not. Not in a million years. I would not do that. Really would not. I'm quite positive that I would like to have a colonoscopy before I do that with my generic gem. I am quite positive that I would intentionally start collecting STDs before I give Strife a generic 6-star awakening gem. In short, I believe the answer is no. I would not. 2.5 now I'm trying to understand how to use Strife. I do it in CCP videos, but he seems essential. Yeah, for hype fight he is quite important. For hype fight, he was basically the only one who could remotely well do that fight. And it is better than SlowdownD. What for her? I. Playing 7.4, got 3 sports science gem. I'm stuck in torch and I-bomb. I think I'd go I-bomb. Got Science Awakening Gem from 7.4, Spidey 99. I-bomb or Overseer. Can't make up my mind. I think I'd go Spidey. Most likely there. What's up, Mr. Bigums? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I have AA and I have done on generic 6 stones, 3 to 4 gem. Still fine using my fast. There you go. Well, it's up to you, but Archangel is one of the champions that I would give generic gem to. Yeah, I understand Paolo in your case, I understand. Slow gold. Okay. Okay, let's claim what we hold here. We started with like 14-11 units. And we're gonna finish with more than 14-11. So we can get a few here. Let's hope we can get a few here. Explosive personality, explosive armor up, heavy-handed. I don't understand why is it a hard fight then. The apocalypse, just bring in any robot and be done with it. You don't need white. Just bring in any robot, I think. You know. That's it. Warlock. Why not? Nimrod. Why not Nimrod? He's not gonna have 4 charges, you know that. He's gonna have 2 charges if you don't go in with a mutant. So anybody that's not a mutant, he's only gonna have 2 charges and you still will be able to parry him. So just bring in a robot and you're gonna be fine. He only gets 1 extra charge when he starts on a casual node on defense. So yeah, and with 1 extra charge, he can still be parry stand and stuff. So bring in Nimrod, Sentinel, Ultron, whoever you like. No units here. And come on, no units really. Sad day. Didn't get any units to this stream, and that's pathetic. Okay, my 6-star crystals Nexus got Strife dupe, Domino dupe, Green Goblin dupe, already ranked 3 on defense, Cable dupe, Shang-Chi, new Shang-Chi, new order. Nice, congratulations, Edwin. Congratulations. Didn't realize how good Kingpin was. Yeah, Kingpin's insane, man. Thanks, I'm in 2 minds, but your response has given me clarity, only because I respect. Thank you very much, Tiny. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Called pick Ultron over Aegon dupe? Yeah, I would probably pick Ultron over Aegon dupe as well. Most likely. Okay. Pal 40, explosive personality heavy hand. If he... No, but he's not gonna have 4 charges. Just bring in a robot and that's it. Just bring in a Nimrod, Ultron, whatever. Legolas. You don't need to worry about him being stun immune. You can parry stun him as long as you don't start the fight with the mutant champion. You can parry stun him if you don't do the fight with the mutant. Because it's not the final boss fight. He's gonna have 2 charges, no more. If you bring in a robot. Bring in a robot champion, you're gonna be fine. You can parry him. His name is still useful in current meta? I actually haven't used him too much. Really, not too much. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he has some uses, but it's not exactly, you know, shining top student either. Either way, that is it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall catch you guys tomorrow, maybe. Again, tomorrow is my Sunday. My Sunday is blase day. Sunday is the day that I do not set alarm. I wake up when I wake up. If I have time, I'll stream. If I'm going to be doing something else, I'll do something else. But definitely do stay tuned. There are going to be videos and other stuff coming tomorrow, regardless. Catch you guys soon. So yeah. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next month. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information.